there is a major update on the Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso situation that occurred on SmackDown at Madison Square Garden, as Roman Reigns is now facing serious consequences after he was responsible for sending Jimmy Uso to the hospital. So now let's get into the latest on this breaking news story that will truly change not only Roman Reigns forever, but WWE. A lot of people are mad at Roman Reigns right now. The uproar began when Roman Reigns was in the middle of his trial on SmackDown, and as he faced off with Jey Uso in the middle of the ring, he took off his championship belt, removed the symbol that signifies that he is the Tribal Chief, and then he got down on his knees in front of Jey Uso and bowed to him. Fans were very moved and touched by Roman Reigns' actions towards his cousin, Jey Uso, but also Jimmy Uso. And fans were very happy that the two, it seemed, were making up and Roman was going to apologize to Jey Uso. Unfortunately, this warm-hearted moment was suddenly taken away from fans as Roman Reigns low-blowed Jey Uso, as it seemed that Roman Reigns had not changed the way he feels about the Usos, and he destroyed a memorable, heartfelt moment as Roman Reigns ordered the destruction of the Usos as him and Solo began beating them down, and they beat down Jimmy Uso so much that he had to be taken out on a stretcher and placed into an ambulance as he was rushed to the hospital so they could save his life. This was obviously disgusting for any fans who do not currently support Roman Reigns. Now, obviously, there are fans who support Roman Reigns in that he is entertaining, but even those fans feel that Roman went one step too far, and enough is now enough. And it seems that WWE and the authorities agree, because after SmackDown ended, law enforcement issued a warrant for the arrest of Roman Reigns. And now we have a major update on this situation. On Friday Night SmackDown, we saw nearly 1 hour of Roman Reigns and the Usos as the drama played out on live TV in the heart of New York City at Madison Square Garden. Millions of people watched along at home, but unfortunately they watched in horror as Roman Reigns did everything in his power to destroy the Usos. And Roman was successful in destroying one half of the Usos as Jimmy Uso was laid out, and he laid lifeless on the ground after being repeatedly hit in the head with steel steps, and then he was put through the announcer's desk. And then when fans saw Jimmy Uso placed inside of an ambulance and taken to a hospital, it seemed like that was a tipping point, and fans watching along at home could not take it anymore, and they decided to take actions in their own hands, as there are now reports that many of the fans watching at home called the police and told them that they just witnessed a crime on live TV. Every call to law enforcement is taken seriously, and this was no different, as police began investigating if a crime actually took place. When Roman Reigns heard about this, he was very surprised, because obviously he has done a lot of what some could consider illegal actions in WWE, and he had never had anything like this happen before. WWE got a hold of Roman Reigns, told him that there was a law enforcement investigation opened up into what he did on SmackDown to Jimmy Uso, and he was advised that he not leave the city of New York, or else he might be considered a fugitive on the run. So after this investigation got going, police determined that a crime was committed and a warrant was issued for the arrest of Roman Reigns. According to insiders, Roman thought about getting on a plane and getting out of New York and going back to his home in Florida, but he was told by his lawyers that that would be a terrible idea because it would just make matters worse and he would be a true fugitive on the run, leaving basically the scene of a crime. So Roman stayed in New York, and law enforcement went to his hotel room and told him that he was under arrest. They put Roman in handcuffs and took him down to the police station where he was fingerprinted and booked for the crime that he committed on live TV. But after this story broke, there were questions about whether or not the arrest of Roman Reigns was part of a storyline, or are we talking about real life? And could Roman Reigns right now be in a jail cell all alone, wondering if his whole career, his whole life is now over due to his actions against Jimmy Uso? We don't know what the condition is currently of Jimmy Uso. Is he still in the hospital? Is he still fighting for his life? Could he be in a coma? How serious did Roman Reigns injure him? That is probably going to be the most important part in this police investigation and what could happen with Roman Reigns. If this is part of a storyline, then Roman Reigns has nothing to worry about. He could in fact be at his home right now in Florida, enjoying time off with his family, as he is not scheduled to be back on TV for a few weeks. But if he is in jail, then he may not be on TV for several months until this investigation is over, because the crimes that Roman Reigns could be charged with could be career-ending. WWE would not want anything else to do with Roman Reigns if he is found guilty. What are your thoughts about the reports that Roman Reigns has been arrested and is currently in jail? And could it be all part of a scripted storyline written by WWE writers? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification and check out our new YouTube channel, Wrestling News Now Insider. Click on the link to visit it now, and you will get brand new exclusive videos.